Hey guys, Millwork77 here, and I am ready for fucking primer on this pig. Yes, I am ready for fucking primer. This is the primer right here. Shopline, motherfuckers. JP375 epoxy. Here's the hardener for anyone keeping fucking track. Bam. I'm ready for primer. Here's the fucking tailgate you guys saw. Here's my mud work. Smoothed out some other sins that were on here. There's my mud work on this side. This is all nice and straight and smooth. And I went over it all with a DA with 220 and an interface pad. Made it all real smooth. Body work here, up in here, and all that. Oh yeah, all of that. It looks like a lot of shit, but you guys can see the bare metal there and there, and you guys can see the different colors in throughout there. There's some more metal. It's really not that thick in there. Thickest part is right in here. Like I said, I had to make that line. I had to build that whole section out, and I had to sand my line. My camera doesn't want to focus when it's fucking cold. I had to make that whole line right up in there. That was a little fun, but I got it all feathered out where I replaced that panel, and it is pretty damn straight. And I got some mud work here on this end, covering up other people's sins. But I am ready for primer. I gotta shut the garage door. I just got done half-ass blowing it out. There's all my fucking trash. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how much sandpaper I went through, but it was a fuck ton. And I got seam sealer down in those lines, looking fucking beautiful. Fucking gorgeous, eh? Yep, I got my seam sealer all in them lines, looking good. And we're gonna shoot some fucking primer. I gotta turn the heat back on, close my door. I gotta mix up my fucking primer. Has a 15-minute induction period. I gotta let it sit, which I'll probably let it warm up in here before I even fucking mix my primer, because it's gonna take a little while to get it up to temp. And then I'm going to spray coat and let it completely fucking dry for about an hour, and come out and spray another coat. You don't have to scuff this stuff in between coats. I think it's like 72 hours or something like that. As a matter of fact, when I was looking at the tech sheets, you could just coat right over it again in 72 hours. I wouldn't suggest that, but I know when you spray your epoxy primer, right? You spray one good thick coat on. If you just let it tack up and you don't let it completely get hard, and you go and whale another coat on there, the two coats fucking melt together and you see all your rings and shit. If you give it one good coat of epoxy primer, let it fully harden, and then go and hit it again, it keeps filling every time you fucking do it if you let your primer fully harden. So you can hide all the rings and everything like that by just letting your first coat of primer fully, or all your coats of primer for that matter, fully cure before you go on to the next one. So, like I said before, the inside of the bed's getting fucking bed lined and shit. There even has to be a patch welded in. Somebody thought it'd be a really cool idea to put really shitty stacks in there, but yeah, I'm not doing that. My family member is, because it's just the inside of the bed, real quick and easy. But this is going to get bed lined, probably going to get undercoated. I'm going to hit the back side of my repair area, back in there and there though, with one good coat of epoxy primer, all down inside of there and there, to protect it. And then my family member can undercoat on top of the epoxy, and that should be good enough. But anyway, enough fucking goddamn talking, because I want to get this shit done Saturday. I'm tired of looking at this fucking big old piece of shit in my garage. And I need to drink me a 7 or 7. What the fuck? Hey guys, I also wanted to add in there because I saw Velvet Hammer commented on how good the Duraglass work looked, how smooth it was. Just have to hit it with a DA a little, and it was pretty smooth. Let me tell you, bud. Right there's Duraglass, right? I used some of this, but I ran out, and I got this because the paint store wasn't open when I ran out. Proform. Let me tell you guys, this stuff is a lot cheaper than this stuff. That's for damn sure. I think this was like 10 bucks or 9 bucks or 11 bucks or something, and this is like fucking almost 20 or 22. This stuff spreads really fucking nice, and both of them are a bitch to fucking sand, so that don't matter. But Duraglass is like a little lumpy. This stuff right here, you can spread this out like fucking Bondo. It spreads really fucking nice. And you guys know I'm a big fan of this stuff here, and I was using it on the tailgate, but I didn't have enough of this stuff to do all of it, so I went and got some of this stuff. That ain't bad either. It's not that stuff, but it spreads like that stuff. This spreads really nice and it's really creamy, but it's a bitch to sand and it does pinhole. Whereas this is pleasant to sand and it's really hard to pinhole. But that is not fucking bad for $15 a gallon. That is not bad at all. Oh, not a gallon, I'm sorry. 0.8 of a fucking gallon. Fucking cheap fucks. But USC Special Light ain't bad. This stuff, awesome. I'm never buying that stuff again. That's it from now on. It's cheaper, spreads out a hell of a lot nicer. You can spread this stuff so nice that you really don't even have to sand it very much. This stuff, I don't know. USC. So that ain't that bad. That's really good. If you guys can get a hold of that and you normally use this, try some of that. I'm telling you. Okay guys, we're in primer. Looking pretty damn good. Look at this shit. Oh yeah. I cleaned the gutter out with the wire wheel. That came out really sharp. I'm glad I did that. That made that body line fucking look good. I couldn't imagine if I would have left the shit in that line. Oh yeah. Not too bad though for what it was. It's not perfect, but it's got characteristic and it looks good. Got a good 2 coats of epoxy on there. There's still a little bit of surface imperfections. There's a little that could actually be blocked out. Came out pretty good though. Body lines are looking good. This side. Bad. What this needs when it's ready to get painted, in my opinion, is a good DA with 400 on the interface. Needs a little bit of glaze here and there. Then it needs a good 3 coats of some 2K primer. Hand blocked sealer, paint her up. Could paint right over the epoxy if you wanted to. But there's just little things that I would fix and sand scratches that I would want filled in. This is just epoxy. So we are looking damn fine.